So anyway, we've moved on, as you've just seen, to Blea Tarn, which I have to confess is one of my favourite places to be up in the Lake District, and it is absolutely stunning. Even though we have no detail in the sky, no proper light, you may well be able to see just in the foreground here we have some gorgeous rocks with snow. The moss is just sort of peeking through and the water is frozen, so I've been concentrating on trying to get an image from that, shooting back to the trees in the distance, but using a shallow depth of field. I've dropped down to f5.6 because there is no colour and no detail in the background. I've cut out the sky completely. So I wanted the eye to be drawn to the rocks down here and the lovely ice and the greenery on top just breaking through the smattering of snow. And I believe that's worked quite well. I think it will go to mono, but I'll see when I get it on the big screen. So, I quite like your comments on the image that I've just put up, because I'm still not convinced. It's one of those where I think there is an image to be had there, but I'm not sure that I got the correct composition. Now, as you can see, the tarn is pretty much frozen over. It's sort of melting or de-icing a little bit in the middle. The temperature is warming up slightly. It's about 1 degree, and it is snowing. And there seem to be compositions all over the place, concentrating more on what people tend to call the intimate details rather than the big view. And I've only just got my head round doing the big view, and now I'm having to revert to doing the smaller close-ups, the more intimate images, and it's a challenge. But with days like this where you haven't got the weather that you want, the sky that you want, then it's good to have a challenge. It's good to set yourself a little task to see if you can get something that's different to what you normally would. And as I say, Blea Tarn, even on a bad day, Blea Tarn is absolutely stunning. So that was my first composition down there. I'm going to have a wander round. We're in no rush to go anywhere. It's only about 8:15, so we're in absolutely no rush to get anywhere. And there's no one else around. So before I start waffling too much, I'm going to move on from here, go around the corner a bit. We're having to be a little bit cautious because we know there's water under there somewhere. It's a case of figuring out how far we can step without ending up in the water, because I'm really not fancying that today. So I will catch up with you guys in a bit. It's been a very strange morning. We've not had any light. The light isn't harsh, but it's not really suitable for doing the big landscapes. And I think I've got two almost abstract images which I quite like. I'll post them up, you can give me your verdict. Not the usual sort of thing I do, and probably not something that's ever going to get hung on a wall, but something a little bit different. You have to make the most of what you've got. Yes, you can stand around and grump that you haven't got blue skies and sunshine and scudding clouds. It ain't going to change anything, so you might as well just get on with it. So I've done the best that I could this morning, and we're just taking a steady walk back up to the car. It's probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're going to go back to the to the bunkhouse and have a brew and decide where we're going next. We might take a run over to Great Tarn. We've never been there before. It might offer some possibilities. What we're looking for is opportunities where we don't need to include the sky, but we've got some sort of background. And I could be sat at home watching telly, so I might as well be out here enjoying the scenery, because it is still a fantastic place to be. And since we've been out, we've seen one other set of walkers. I think there's two of them, and that's it. It's amazing. So anyway, maybe not the most successful day in terms of photography, but certainly not a wasted day. Any time out with the camera is good time. I'll catch up with you in a while.